Please like and subscribe. In the heart of Forsyth County, Georgia, a chilling mystery begins to unravel. One that has left questions hanging in the air and a community in shock. On November 4th, 2018, an unusual gathering occurred, an adult sleepover. Among those present was a woman named Tamla Horsford, a devoted mother of 5. As the sun began to rise, the joy and laughter of the previous night were overshadowed by a discovery. A vibrant life was put to rest, discarded in the backyard. Tamla Horsford was discovered lifeless, her premature demise cloaked in a riddle that continues to linger. As the sun set on November 3rd, 2018, little did anyone know the tragedy that would unfold. Tamla Horsford, a vibrant 40-year-old mother of 5, arrived at a seemingly innocuous adult sleepover. She carried with her a bottle of tequila, a gift for the hosts. Oddly, instead of expressing gratitude, the hosts passed around the bottle, making faces and commenting on its unpleasant smell, a gesture that, in hindsight, struck an eerie and unsettling note. Contrary to the norms of a football mom's sleepover, 3 men found themselves amidst the festivities. The men were not mere spectators, but partners of some of the women present. Their unexpected presence added an unusual dynamic to the otherwise female-centric gathering. The night wore on, filled with laughter and camaraderie. Tamla, the only woman of color amidst the gathering, was seen enjoying the company, unaware of the fate that awaited her. As the party wound down and the clock chimed 2, Tamla decided to step outside to enjoy a quiet smoke under the starlit Georgia sky. She left behind the warmth of the house, the sound of soft laughter and clinking glasses, stepping into the crisp night air. The porch light casting a long shadow as she moved, the glow of her cigarette the only other source of light in the pitch-black yard. As she stood there, perhaps contemplating life, enjoying the tranquility, or simply relishing the cool breeze, no one could have predicted what was to transpire in the following hours. Little did her companions know that this was the last time they would see Tamla, this vibrant, loving mother, alive. As the clock struck 2, Tamla was seen stepping outside for a smoke. That was the last time she was seen alive. The morning light of November 4th revealed a horrifying sight. As dawn broke, the laughter and camaraderie of the previous night were replaced by an eerie silence. The backyard, once bustling with life, now held an ominous secret. Tamla Horsford, a vibrant woman full of life, was found lifeless, her body sprawled in an unnatural way. The partygoers were gripped by shock, disbelief, and fear. Each one had seen her alive just hours ago, her laughter echoing through the halls. And now, they were left to grapple with the stark reality of her demise. The jovial atmosphere of the party had turned into a chilling crime scene. One of them, the homeowner's boyfriend, managed to compose himself enough to dial 911. His voice trembled as he reported the discovery. "We have a lady who is unconscious," he said, struggling to find the right words. The operator on the other end of the line listened, her professional calm in stark contrast to the panic in his voice. With sirens wailing in the distance, the initial response of the authorities was swift. The Forsyth County Sheriff's Department arrived and took over the scene. Their faces stern and unreadable, they moved around, methodically collecting evidence, their efficiency a stark contrast to the chaos that had ensued upon the discovery of Tamla's body. But, as the morning wore on, the initial shock began to give way to a creeping suspicion. The circumstances of her death were unusual, to say the least. The balcony from which she supposedly fell was high, almost impossible to topple over by accident. Moreover, the injuries on her body seemed inconsistent with a fall. Her body lay lifeless 14 feet below a balcony, a sight that raised more questions than it answered. The mystery of Tamla Horsford's untimely death had just begun to unfold, and it was clear that the answers wouldn't come easily. While the local authorities were quick to deem it an accident, the circumstances surrounding Tamla's death suggested a more sinister reality. The Forsyth County Sheriff's Department initially ruled her death as an accident, suggesting that intoxication led her to fall from the balcony. But this explanation left many questions unanswered. A host of inconsistencies muddled the initial ruling. First, the evidence of multiple blunt force traumas on Tamla's body. These injuries were not consistent with a simple fall. They hinted at a violent struggle, a scenario far removed from a mere accident. Then there was the balcony itself. It was a substantial distance off the ground, and the railing was high. The likelihood of accidentally falling from such a height, and in such a manner to cause her injuries, was extremely low. Moreover, the toxicology report added another layer to the mystery. Tamla was found with Xanax, THC, and alcohol in her system. She was not known to take Xanax, raising questions about how it got into her system in the first place. The presence of these substances suggested a potential foul play, further casting a shadow over the initial ruling of an accidental death. And let's not forget the curious case of one of the boyfriends present that night, a police officer no less, who was later fired for illegally accessing confidential reports about Tamla's case. His actions raised eyebrows and added another twist to an already tangled narrative. Despite the official ruling, the circumstances surrounding Tamla Horsford's death remain a chilling mystery, a puzzle that is yet to be solved. As we reflect on this tragic incident, we are left grappling with a multitude of unanswered questions. The untimely demise of Tamla Horsford remains shrouded in mystery. How did a jovial gathering lead to such a horrific outcome? The inconsistencies in her injuries, the presence of substances she wasn't known to use, and the unsettling history of Forsyth County all sow seeds of doubt in the official verdict of her death. The theories that swirl around this case are as numerous as they are troubling. Was it a tragic accident, as initially ruled, or was it a racially motivated act, a dark echo of the county's past? Could there have been a cover-up given the dismissal of an officer for unauthorized access to the case files? The key points of this story leave us with more questions than answers. Was it a tragic misstep that took Tamla from her family and friends, or is there a more sinister explanation lurking beneath the surface? In the heart of Forsyth County, the memory of Tamla Horsford lives on. Her story a chilling reminder of a mystery that remains unsolved.